So this is Daddy's very precious square, and it needs something to protect it. But for 20 years Dad's been keeping it in this cardboard case, which doesn't protect it at all. Not at all. And so this is the design for, so this is sort of the design for the case, and the square is going to sit something roughly like that in there. Alright, so this is 16 millimeters. So I've adjusted the thicknesser to the right size to fit this wood, but as you can all see, I'm using different wood, and we haven't put the markings on yet because the thicknesser will just rub them all off and we won't have it. We're going to need to put them through at least 7 times because we're going down to 18, because we're going from 25 to 18 millimeters. So every time it goes through, I think I'm going to measure it with this. So we'll just put that here. And, well, I'm going to guess I'd better get working. So I've just trimmed the end to make it a little smoother, and now I'm going to trace around this square to make a hole. So I'm going to clamp this on, and I'm going to use the jigsaw to cut the square out, or should I say rectangle. I've already done a bit with that saw over there. Ah, perfect. Next, what I'm going to do is cut the slot in this bit of wood to put this little bit in. So I'm just going to cut a little thing in. I'm just going to make this crease in here deeper. So I'm going to wind it up a little. So, time for action. Just a tiny bit more. Just a tiny bit more. 6 millimeters more, precisely. This is how it all goes together. The square fits into this groove. You see? And then the other end fits in here. So we come in there, comes out about there, and then we'll measure another 20 millimeters, like this one. We'll measure another 20 millimeters, which is about that far. take the square out and put everything together, and we'll put the square here, and then we'll go try to do that on the square. Do it again, just to make sure. There we go. So I think that's where we're going to cut. We're going to use some scrap plywood. It's not quite the size, but we're going to firstly we're gonna halve it like there, and then we're going to cut this in half and put the other bit on the top. It's not quite the size, but we'll trim it down afterwards. So this is how it all fits together. It's starting to look really great, isn't it? Here I'm going to put glue on. Put a bit of glue there and a bit there, and then time for the smearing. It's 1 o'clock and it's still only 3 degrees Celsius. I forgot about this little bit in here, so I'm going to use this block here. So I'll just take the square out, make sure I don't get any glue on it, and it doesn't get glued to the box. So, time to take up the clamps. I just need to give it a wee trim at the back. I'm going to do a little electrical sanding now. The square fits perfectly in this box, as you will realise if you are going to make one of these. And the other side is like that. I've got this old wallet that Mummy doesn't want anymore. So we took the clip off and put it here to test. And now we're going to put it on this. But the screws are too long, so we're going to have to grind them down a little. So this is all screwed on, and I'm going to use the grinder to grind the screws down. Because it's been trimmed, you can either paint or varnish it, but we've chosen to varnish it. We've already varnished half of it. Now I'm screwing the screws on that I shortened. This is the finished square case. It would look a little different if you'd painted it. And here's the little thing that keeps the square from falling out. It came from Mum's wallet, as I think I might have already told you. And here's the very precious square. And we'll put that square in, and just one more thing. Now we've gotten rid of that silly case, let's put this square away. And if you get a precious new square, do not wait 20 years to make a case for it. I'll say make one now.